your boy back with another video. Um, in this video, I just wanted to elaborate a little bit more about signs and symbols of being a target individual, and I'm gonna be talking about it from my point of view and from my experience and things that I went through. Uh, Now, what I noticed about my targeting when it first kicked off about 2 years, a little over 2 years ago, first thing I noticed was an increase of police presence everywhere I went. Despite wherever it was, if I would travel to the corner store or the local 7-Eleven, immediately after I get to the store, police were pulling in. This would happen all day, every day. Then it got to the point where I would leave the apartment, and when I get back to the apartment complex, it went from them following me to the store to standing like directly in front of our apartment unit. So that was kind of weird. I had said something to the sergeant one day about them following me. After that happened, the police presence died down after I approached the sergeant, Sergeant Williams, I believe his name was. So after I approached them, it was really no more police presence. What happened after that was I was getting white and black pickup trucks tailgating me in traffic. I'm talking about with their bright lights on, regardless on what time of the day it was. It just kept happening all day. Different type of vehicles tailgating me with their bright lights and shit like that. So I found that weird because every stoplight I came to, they would ride as close as possible to my ass and just had a bright shining through the car. So after that, then they started using the one headlight vehicle. So now instead of I got the brightness tailgate me, I got one headlight vehicles. I'm talking about all kinds of make and models. It just kept happening, kept happening, kept happening. I still found it weird, but at this time I'm unfamiliar with organized stalking or stalking by proxy or proactive policing, whatever one of the two, whatever one of the three you guys want to name the program. So let me see after that, then one night I'm sitting in the living room playing the game, and it's about 2:30 in the morning, smoking, playing the game. And in our apartment unit, our patio was exactly like this one is in the townhome. We had these blinds and things set up on the patio as well. So about 2:30 one morning, white and red Bronco pulls up in front of our patio, and they got the high beams just shining through the patio. So, but it took me about 3-4 minutes before I actually got up to investigate, because at this time I'm caught up in the game and smoking. I'm thinking nothing about it because I know all the neighbors in our hallway. So about 3-4 minutes go by, and I just started hearing the reverend right in front of the house coming from the truck. Vroom, 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 vroom. So as I get up to peer through the blinds and shit, once they saw me peer through the blinds, they killed the lights on the Bronco, threw it in reverse, and just rolled up and down the parking lot. Vroom, 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 vroom. So I go outside, and they do it one final time and stop and look at me and just go out of the parking lot like, so of course, something like that gonna leave a lasting impression on somebody. So immediately after that happened, the following days next to me, it just kept being different vehicles pulling up in front of our apartment unit doing the same thing now. So now we have multiple vehicles doing the same thing that the Bronco was doing the night before. Vroom, just pulling up in front of the house and pulling off. Vroom, 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 vroom. I'm like, what the fuck? After that, it got weird. I guess it was overt at this time. So what I noticed after that is the apartment complex that we were staying in, they normally dump the community trash can once a week. But what was happening next was strange because they started to dump it every day now. And I couldn't figure out why they was doing this. So as I'm taking out the trash more and more, and I'm noticing that the trash can is always empty now, I started to notice that 10, 15 minutes after I take the trash out, that the county trash truck was coming to dump the trash can. So I had started to document and record it on my first YouTube channel that now has since been deleted for months now. So I started documenting, recording that. I just can't still put my finger on it. So one day I go out and throw the trash out. So I sit up there and wait now. Now I'm waiting under the stairs in our apartment complex. And I got my phone on. So about 15, 20 minutes roll. And I'm still under the stairs waiting because I'm like, man, any second I'm talking to the camera. I know a trash truck gonna come and dump it. Now this trash can is completely empty. The only trash is in there is the bag that I just threw in there. No one else used the trash can. Here comes the trash truck to come and dump it, as if they got a notification that I just threw my trash out. It was literally one trash bag in that huge ass community dumpster, and that was mine. And they would come and dump it like clockwork. As I started researching white trucks and things like that, it led me to gang stalking. Once I started looking at the gang stalking videos on YouTube, the first guy I bumped into was Kevin Christian, and this was so I started looking at some of his videos, and this was the it was weird because he was talking about some weird things, and I'm just like, nah, this can't be. So as I'm digging through more YouTube videos about the subject, I started seeing other videos and people saying that they was going through it, and it was vehicles following them doing the what is that? I'm sorry, somebody just sent me something. Um, where was I? I lost my train of thought trying to read that. I forgot what I was saying, but I know about the trash. It became to the point where every time I dumped the trash truck would come and haul it off. After I started researching, the video led me to another video, which led me to another video, then one big rabbit hole after that, and I've been stuck in it since. So those were the first signs that I picked up on with my targeting. Yeah, those was the first signs I picked up on with my targeting. So this is part one. Part two coming in a little bit about how it all started, the beginning of the end.